Texmaco Rail delivered a strong set of numbers in the second quarter, reflecting good growth. We have with us Mr. Mukherjee, who is the Executive Director and the Vice Chairman at the company, who joins us on the show. Hi, sir. Morning, and good to see you, Ben. First half of the year has been very, very strong. You have grown by more than 60%, which is a cracker. Though you have been guiding that, I think for the year you'll grow by close to around 30%. For this year, what kind of a revenue growth should we be looking at? You could give us a sense about execution, how things have been ramping up. And also, have the supply side issues got sorted out?
Good morning. And let me start by saying that we had an action-packed quarter. And we have been walking the talk, because this is what we have been telling everyone, that this is what we'll do. So I'm happy to say that we are walking the talk, but there's a lot to do. Now, now, as you know, that we had a few very significant events in the last quarter. And one of them is that we went ahead and acquired a large wagon manufacturing company in West. That's the company which used to be known as Jindal Rail Industries Limited. So we renamed it as Texmaco West. So with the view that we are a pan-India company, and also we have a desire for global pursuit. So I think I'll come to that later. But put together, our own standalone operations have been strong. We sorted out most of the supply chain issues. We are working very strongly on the cost reduction. So you would find that we had growth of very close to about 35% in our standalone operations on a sequential basis. And if you look at the half yearly, we had a growth of 33%. But I would like to more talk about the consolidated growth, which had been in the range of 64%. And of course, the EBITDA margin had gone up from...
Mr. Mukherjee, Mukherjee, we have highlights of the past quarter. Give us two numbers. One, what is the revenue growth we should be working for this year? As you said, 65% is the growth in the first half. For the year, what should it look like? And margins, since you have levers in place, what should the margin number look like?
The revenue growth, we would be expecting to grow. We can't have such phenomenal growth going on every quarter. So I would expect that we would be growing at maybe 2-3 times the GDP kind of a number. Giving margin, I think giving a specific margin, I don't think is going to be prudent for us to do that for reasons you know. But we are constantly endeavoring to improve the margin. So the message that I can give you, that we are expecting an improvement of margin by another, at least a substantially 15-20% from where we are today.
Mr. Mukherjee, good morning. Mr. Mukherjee, you mentioned the margins will improve by around 15 to 20% from where they currently are. So if you're assuming that your margins are currently at around 10% for the first 2 quarters of the year, do you see that? Would it be fair to assume that you will go up to, say, another 11 or 12% by the end of the year?
As I said, that it's very sensitive to talk about the margin for reasons very known to you. But I can only say that we would be improving our margin.
Okay, you briefly spoke about that asset you all bought, right? Jindal Rail Infra, and you'll have renamed it as well. I think you've acquired it for around 615 crores. What is the revenue potential as of now? And where do you see this asset scale up, say, in the coming years? Because as you said, it has tremendous potential.
It's a tremendous potential, and it actually falls straight into our strategic thoughts. Before the number, I would like to very clearly tell you that the pursuit is to go for global excellence and global player in the field of freight cars as well as freight car components. And this I have been talking, and that's why I said this is a move towards walking our talk. Now, the numbers in Jindal, in Texmaco West, we do most of the productions are non-Indian railway wagons, and they are the specialized wagons. We have specialized competencies, and one of the very few in the country to have that, and we have also acquired a very strong design development group along with this. So we are trying to build it up. We are having tie-ups with the global majors from the US, as well as you know, that we have a joint venture with a company from Czechoslovakia, which is a very well-known, prominent European manufacturer. The company is Nimwag. So we are trying to access that with our global competencies.
Right.
And what we see is that, and with that keeping in mind, we are building up a global capability center. So
Right.
I'm sorry if I've digressed from your question, but this is something which I wanted to tell you.
Yes.
The numbers, yes, that also is going to grow at the similar number because the order book is getting very, very encouraging.
Right.